Hello and welcome to this tutorial on how to set up Hadoop on Centos with Hive on it. But our main objective here is to set up Apache Hive on Hadoop single node cluster. And the motivation here is that it's very rare for you to find a comprehensive tutorial on setting up Apache Hive environment from scratch, from grassroots, from the scratch. And I would like to introduce you to our website www.edupristine.com, where you can get more of this tutorial, both online and in-class tutorial on several courses. You can easily visit our website by going to your Chrome or your Opera, anyone you decide to use, or your favorite. Just type in www.edupristine.com, as you can see here. So let's dive into what we have today by starting from the steps we have to take. First thing you need to do is to get Centos running. It can be any Linux version or type. It doesn't matter. But in this our own case, we'll be using Centos. Actually, you can use Red Hat, you can use Fedora, you can use anyone you choose to use. But right now, we'll be using Centos, which is a community enterprise operating system. It's free to use. It's free to haul. So, and the next step we'll be taking after we get that running is to set up our network parameters. And the next thing is to check the availability of what we really want to do to see if we really have it on the OS already or we don't, for us to really know if we've actually done a great job. So the first thing is to test for the Java. If Java version if it's available, then we'll test for the Hadoop if it's available, and likewise the Hive. And after that, we'll move on to Java JDK and test it to see if it's actually running. We'll probably configure the bash RC file there, but let's just go on. The next one is we configure the Hadoop environment and install it. That it will prepare an environment for the Hadoop to work on. Then we install the Hadoop. Then the next thing is to configure the Hadoop script files. Then we test it to see if it's actually running. Then we install the Hive. Then we move to installing the Debian, and finally we test our Hive if it's running, and if it's running good, and if it's not, then we'll start troubleshooting. So we begin by opening our virtual machine. So let me minimize this. Then okay, I think I have virtual machine running already. So first thing we need to do is to install our operating system. Go to new virtual machine. I have it here already. The Centos version we are to use is 6.4. As you can see, Centos is 4-bit dictated. Then we click on next. Here we are working with Edu Pristine, so we have to put that there. Then our username will be Edu Pristine. Then our password we use 123 for easy access. 123. Though it's not advisable in a real life scenario, but in a lab scenario like this, we can make use of that. Next. Then our virtual machine will name it Edu Pristine sandbox for Hadoop. We'll be using 40 gig here. Next. Then let's try and configure our hardware. We have 1 gig. Let's make it 4 gig. Then our processor, let's use 2 cores here. Then I think that is it. Finish. As you can see, the VMware workstation has started. Waiting for this might take a long while to finish, so I'm going to pause the video and wait till it finishes installing. So I'll be right back. Yeah, okay. Now our Centos is okay. It has finished installing. Let me close this so we can have a nice view, and let me enlarge this too as well. So let's log in. Our password is 123. Don't forget. We enter. Let's see the environment. If everything is okay, then we should see the desktop. Okay, good. We have the desktop. We have everything. Okay, we have the Hadoop pristine home, and let's check. We have everything is fine. Don't need to waste our time much on that. Uh, the time here is not correct with my time. Sorry, guys. Let me quickly do that. Sorry, I'm in Nigeria, so it should be Nigeria time. Okay, good. Now we are good to go. Let's take this off. Okay, let's check. Uh, Remember our next step after we've gotten the CentOS up and running is to check the network parameters. Okay, let's minimize this. Fconfig. Okay, we have the the DHCP IP address from the VMware workstation. So we need to take this off. So first thing we need to do is to go to settings from here. Then I have a pre-configured HDFS switch. Let's use that. Then let's minimize this. Let's change IP address there as well to manual. Then let's add let's use my favorite, the 10.10. Then the default gateway 192.168.10. Let's just use 254. Okay, you have a DNS server, search domains. We can exclude that for now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Authenticate. Close. And as you can see, this is still reloading. Let's bring up our. Let's maximize this. So now let's check again. Oh, we don't have anything in IP here. Why? Because this network interface card is still reloading. It's trying to refresh to reassign the right IP address to it. Okay, I think it's okay now. Let's check. Now you can see 192 the 168.10.10, and our broadcast is 192 the 168.10.254. So with this set, let's configure other network parameters. I love being on the right side. Let's enter get the right priority there. So I've gotten the right privilege using the su command. Then let's move ahead by going into our etc.host. Let's use this editor, etc host, to configure the files there. Okay, we have this. Oh no. Sorry. It's 192.168.10. So we'll be using Hadoop pristine. Escape. I think it. So that is done. But let's do this also. TC slash udev rules 70 network rules. Let's enter this to just confirm if everything is all right, this is what actually brought us here. The ETH 0, that's the naked name, to be very sure that we are on the right path. So let's get it over here. And other one is etc system config network. Let's check these two. Yes, we'll be taking this off. And we leave it at we name it to be Hadoop pristine. Note, you must not make a mistake, as it will draw us back. Gateway can as well add our gateway here 192.168.10.254. Good. Escape this and everything. Cute. So that is said, what other things do we need to do? Hive etc system config network scripts. Oh no, this legal file name actually I would love us to go in there to play with some other things. So ls, yes, let's check our ETH card configuration. So we'll be FICFEC. So good. We have device, good. It's same thing as what we've checked. The boot protocol is none. Let's set it to be static. Should be static to avoid any problem. And we have our IP address. Our subname max is fixed, prefix 24, and gateway, everything seems okay. So let's get out of here. Right. Okay. So with this, I think we can just start service network start. But before that, let me show you something. Roots -n. As you can see, nothing is assigned yet. Default, no destination, no gateway, no gmax, and the likes. So to let that take effect, we need to restart our network services, or service rather. Network restart. So that is going on fine. To wait a little. Okay, good. So let's bring up our. Now we can see that we have our IP address set and our default gateway is also set. Let's confirm if our IP is working fine. Oh, we still have 127.0.0.0. Well, we have to rectify this as we go. Okay, let's check if everything is all right. Let's leave here. Unless we have okay, scripts, everything seems okay now, because if we don't correct this, it will be telling us we are using localhost instead of Hadoop pristine, though we can still adjust that later, but not to waste our time, because I actually have some other things to get done. So let's ignore that. We can still continue later, but I would love to have another tab. So let's check based on what we have. Click here, then bring up this. So we have we've set our network parameters. Then we need to test for Java, Hadoop, and all that. So let's try Java, nothing. Let's try Hadoop, nothing also, and Hive, nothing. Meaning the theory technologies are not yet installed on this system. So first thing we need to do is to download the version we'll be using. Actually, we'll be using the most recent version here, and you can go online to get this. Go online, probably you can just type in download Apache, Apache, Hive, Hadoop, and the likes. Also, for the Java, you go online to download Java JDK. That will direct us to the Oracle website, but not to waste our time, I've downloaded that already. I have them inside there. Let me drag this here. Then, no, this is not what we need. We need this. Um, let me minimize this. Drag it here also. So I want to move this to our desktop. So let's minimize that, maximize, then enlarge so we can see clearly. So this is set. Let's move this to our local folder. Desktop. Let's get high privilege 123, and that is we are in the root. Now move JDK start with J asterisk, H start with Hadoop start with H asterisk, and we have the W asterisk, and the Apache asterisk. Don't want to waste our time here. USR to local file. Now it has been moved. You can see it's cleared. So let's confirm that. For those of us that are not really conversant with Linux, I would like us to just confirm that. See, let's see if what we've done is really right. No, good. We have the Apache app, we have the Derby, we have the Hadoop and the JDK. So the first thing we'll be doing is to install our JDK, and I downloaded the RPM type. So what we need to do is to RPM it, then dash IVH, then J dash to install that. So this is set. Let's check if now we have Java installed. We can actually confirm Java version. Good. But to make all things right, let's not take the risk of leaving it at that. Let's configure the part on the C file or script rather. This editor dot rc. Now we have this. All we need to do is to just add a single line Java and bring this down for clarity. Java, no, sorry, export Java underscore home equals then the path. Let's assume we don't know the path. We need to confirm the path. Let me bring up one more tab. Let's confirm where we have it. USR, sorry, USR ls. We don't have it yet. Let's go back to now. We have a Java folder there. See Java, and we have the okay. Let me just take it step by step. ls. We have it here, and we have the version there also. Okay, this ls. Okay, good. Now pwd. Let's check our paths. Oh no, sorry. So I just copy these parts and paste it here. Here we'll be very sure that what we've done is right. And let's add one more. Let's call that parts equals parts. Oh, parts of Java. Let's go boom. We'll be using more of this uh, symbol, this dollar symbol often. But for those that are not really conversant with Linux operating system, we're actually referencing this part whenever you see us use this. Okay, now we need to take it to our bin folder. As you can see here, we are pointing to this folder. So let's get out of this editor, right? Good. This is set. Let's test our Java. Good. And we'll test the version. Everything is right. Let's see if our Hadoop is working fine now. No, now we still need to install our Java. Our Hadoop uh, tool. So to get that done, let's create. Before that, let's go back to Let's go back to our guide. Here we first thing to do is to get the Centos running. It's running. Set the network parameters. Yes. We've tested the Java Hadoop and we found out that it's not there. So that leads us to the installation we're actually doing right now. We've done the JDK. We've tested it. It's okay. Now we need to configure the Hadoop environment before we install the Hadoop itself. So let's confirm. I know we are in the right place, but let's just confirm now. We had user called Hadoop. Then we set the password for Hadoop for easy accessibility. Still put that in 1, 2, 3. Say it's too short. It's too simple. Remember, don't do this in a live scenario. So 1, 2. It's set, and let's get into our Hadoop environment. Now this is set, unless you can see nothing is there yet. So what do we need to do? We need to, since we set the environment, we now need to install our Hadoop file. So to do that, remember our Hadoop file is let me check ls usr local. You can see our Hadoop file is a tag file. So what do we need to do? We need to install it, or to decompress it rather. Tag dash zx. Let me start with vx z and f. We need to go to the directory. We are not there. We're in Hadoop. Us local, then Hadoop. So that is running. Good. Let's see. We have it installed on our uh, system now. So what do we need to do? We need to configure the Hadoop. Let's get into folder ls. Now you can see bin include library exec sbin etc and the likes. But remember, our config files rather is inside the etc. So let's go into it step by step. Sorry. Ls Hadoop, go into Hadoop again. Ls. Now we can see capacities, scheduler, configuration, and the likes. But what we really need here is the HDFS site.xml. We need to configure these two, hadoop-env.sh script. We need to configure the map reduce site template, or we can rather create another one that is map reduce site.xml only. We need to configure slaves in case we might need to be adding slave nodes, and also there's no master here. We need to add that too. We need to configure our young site script XML file also. Also the core site. So let's begin. We have the core site. This. First thing we need to do is to import this property. So we have a name, and the name will be fs.default dot name. And our value here will be edfs /edu Christian. Let's use 9,000. Okay, can start to use anyone, but 9,000 seems fine. And I think this is okay for now. Let's get out of here. Right, thank you. We will leave that place now. Let's come down to the next one. We'll just take it step by step. The script. All we need to do is to just add our Java part file. Our Java part. Sorry. Here we just need it's there already, but we don't want to leave anything. And I get back at us later during the process. So we have Java. If I could still remember, yes, Java. JDK. Let me see if I still have it. Okay, good. I think I still have it here. So this is okay for now. Then come down. We have the HDFS the site. DFS site. Oh no, forgotten our DFS. So good. Dash property. Name. Sorry, I love to finish closing the tab before I put in editing. So here DFS dot name, make it name dir, that is our name node part. value, value. Then this will be home, home, Hadoop, and I just put Christian here. We have to create this folder later. Christian, let's say HDFS, then let's name this name load. Name load, good. I think that's all for that. Property, and put other things. You can still add other tags there, but not really necessary for with this. Just allow the environment. Property, coming down, need to add the data node. So we have the name, closing the name. We have the dfs dot data dot dir. Coming down, we have the value, and location, home, Hadoop, Preston, HDFS dot data node. Good. We can set to add a final true, or we should just leave it. Let's just leave it there. Said it earlier, just load the environment just to get things running for practice. Property, value, no, need to start with name, and name, sorry, dfs replication, value, so one. Oh, sorry, put one. So escape this byte. Good. Now we've done this. Show that one remaining. Okay, let's create for master. It's nothing. Before that, I just copy sleeves for masters. Master, good. So we should have master included now. So we have Hive master, good. Edu Preston, right? Good. Now for the slaves too, and you still add the same Preston. So with this set, remaining the map dev site this. So in getting that running, what we need to do is to do the vi. Okay, let's set our yarn scripts. Okay, scripts for site. Enter. Good. So we need to come down here, edit, properties, to proceed. Property. have a young node manager dash user services. I think with this we are good to go. Value plus 6 value. Then we'll put down map reduce. Shuffle. I think we are fine with this. Right. Get out of there. Now let's just create map red site dot XML. We don't have it, but we're going to create that folder. I mean that file rather. So in doing that, what we just do is enter. Okay, configuration. It's a new setup. Configuration. And listing right property. Property. Okay. Name. Oh. Then what we need to add next is value. So what do we need to put here? Map red. It is walk. Here we just need to reference our then all is fine. We can also add this. It's not really extra this state. Okay, sorry, I'm having trouble. It's my editor. Pressing high is becoming so hard to respond. Property. Sorry, to add name. Although we'll come back to set this later if need be. Let's leave this for troubleshooting sake. There will be need. So I will leave it like this. I've not closed this. That will complain. So that's set. Right. I think we've done most of the job here. Everything is set. So let's add another tab. Before that, let's where are we? Okay. Okay. Now we have this. Okay. What we need to do is to move Hadoop to Alex. Now you can see that. Oh, let's paste it. Hadoop. Now good. Now let's copy this. Copy. Safety, Hadoop safety, Hadoop to use this. Okay. Permission given. So, 1, 2, 3, okay, good. That's it. Let's confirm that. LS US. Okay, good. Now we have Hadoop on the other side. Good. Now let's configure. This place. Let's configure our bash file. So let's get privilege there. Then we have vi bash c. Okay, like this. Now we need to add Hadoop. But before that, let me show you something. We could check for Java, or can we check for Hadoop? No, not yet. So we're about fixing that. Note Hadoop is installed already. We just need to add the file, the path file. So first thing we do is export Hadoop. Remember, we copy file to local Hadoop. Okay, good. Export Hadoop. Let's go config dir. Well, we can still use our path as I've discussed the other time. Can easily bring it back. Oh, and put etc. Hadoop. Don't forget that is where our config file is. So we have Hadoop MapReduce. That's MapRed. So we're still going to copy this part for then Hadoop. Let's go home. Good. Oh, remember, I'll need this export. Export again. Hadoop common. Let's go common. Let's go home. This Hadoop. Let's go home. Export again. Hadoop. Let's go ADFS. Home. Hadoop. Home. Export again. Here we'll add the yarn. Home. We have Hadoop. Home. Right now we have the last one. Export Hadoop. Let's go common. type is native directory, native dir, because this you can actually get this from two files, two folders. So we'll be using bin first. No, sorry, we are working with live, guys. Native var from native. Good. Now we have part remaining spot part column. Hadoop underscore home has been home bin. Okay, good. Let's save what we've done. Escape, right, and that's it. So let's source this. Source. House. Okay, good. While that is done, let's come back here. Check our Java version is there. Hadoop version not there yet. Okay, let's enter this root file. This is where we that Hadoop version. Okay, now it's fine. It's okay now. So let's go back to our guidelines to use. So configure Hadoop and test, then install Hive. Okay, good. So the next thing we'll be doing is to install our Hive Java first to see if it's running fine. But before that, I left something here. I said we are to tackle. Can't remember again, but I think it's something related to IP. Maybe probably first thing. Yeah, we have to test. We did a local host test the other time. We're saying 1.2. I know 127.0.0.1, that is our local host. So to stop that, change directory to etc to sysconfig. Okay, let's get to etc. So let's stop service manager, network manager. Here, stop. Okay, we've done that. Let's go to sysconfig to start our network service again. Start. Okay, and we need to do. Let's test this again. So I don't want it to affect my installation. Okay, good. Now we have this. So let's go back to this. But mind you, since we can test HDFS anywhere, definitely we can run it here also. HDFS name node mustn't be in the directory. Before we do that, name node dash format. Okay, let's see. I think we're having trouble. Let's confirm what might be the problem. Name node created format DFS switch start script. Error cannot find configuration file or do this. Okay, ETC, not ECT. We actually made a mistake in what we did the other time. So to quickly correct this, this is the mistake. Instead of ETC, I put ECT. So to rectify that, do that here. Sorry, I think I misunderstood the scenario there. Let's see. Okay, yes, this is the problem. But mind you, we need to do it. Okay. Okay, escape. Right. So let's confirm. Okay. Nice. PWD. Okay, for this location. And let's try doing it for this location too. CH ETC. No. Hadoop CD. Hadoop ETC. Hadoop. Okay. Good. Let's now the Hive. I think all is fine. Sorry. Let me check the hash file once again. Okay, don't have it here. Can actually copy it from here. It's not necessary we have it there, but sometimes it's good to have it when possible. So get out. Okay, good. Now let's source it here. Avoid any problem. Let's get out here to avoid any problem. Don't need to do. Source it again. So I would like to reformat it again. ADFS FS node format. Okay, it's successfully formatted. Okay, yep. Good. Now start DFS dot. Actually, you can use start all dot sh, but is outdated now. It's deprecated rather. We use DFS. Okay, good. Password 1 2 3. Okay, 1 2 3. Starting the data node now. Started the name node. Okay, 1 2 3. Oh, we made a mistake somewhere. It's not configure our script, but we don't really need it unless we are trying to place it on a multi node. So we can still ignore that. Oh, sorry, I actually cancelled it so that we can do the necessary thing. TWD. Back to the beginning. 2 3. Okay, PWD. Okay, section. So what we need to do is to create a key, then #trsa, enter, enter, enter. It's simple to do. ID or into authorize keys. Okay, let's see what we have in there. Okay, good. Let's give it a right C mode 600. SSH authorize authorized keys. Okay, set. Good. So we've done that. So let's go back again and format this. Y. Okay, good. Then start dfs.sh script. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You can see stop it first. Many process is running. We need to stop it. Let me click send move here. Stop dfs script. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now let's begin by starting it again. sh. By starting of the name node, then it comes again with the data node. So the data node. Okay, this is for the secondary node. Good. So let's start our yarn script. Start yarn dot okay, good. Okay, I think this is okay and the node manager is okay. So let's check what I started. See the first manager name node, but not something. The data node is not started yet. Couldn't find data node there. Let's go back to our script and find out what might have been the problem why data node is not starting. Just the name node that starts onto our data node. Okay, block management data node. Yes, we need 1000 friction. Okay, let's start the scripts. Tackle. data node to stop. Okay. I check what it is we've not done. Okay, the authorized key only here. Might be the problem. First thing to do is to check our scripts. Okay, that's where are we? Hadoop, TC, Hadoop, then others. Okay, when we're having problem with our data node, first thing we need to check is our EDFS file or the file script. DFS file script. Okay. Everything right. Authentication, okay. Audio, okay. Everything is okay. Again, let's check our Hadoop file scripts. It's okay too. After a local WD. Okay. Okay. The problem here is that we've not created this part. To do that, our int the first. Okay, with this set, let's give it right knowledge. With this set, let's go back again. First. Sure, nothing is up. Then it's up. Good. Now we format it again. FS in node format. Yes, we're formatting it. You see subsets here. Node. Okay, let's find out how we turn on DFS. Just a minute working. Okay. Not starting with data node. Okay. Yes. Still having trouble with our data node. Let me rectify this and come back. Yes. Oh, we're still having issue with our data node coming up. Yeah. No data node yet. So let's do something. Let's go back to our okay. Yeah, let's check our UD file. What might be the problem? Wow, just column wasn't added. Column, then let's save and let's restart this format rather and name node format. Yes. Okay, so let's start our let's stop it. Didn't stop it the other time. DFS .sh 123 stopping 23 123 on 123. So again, let's reformat it, make all things right. That's it aside. Done that, it's formatted well. Then let's start the FS message script. 123. Starting the name node now. 1, 2, 3. Now it's starting the data node. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now the name node, data node, everything is up and running. Now let's start our yarn. Search manager is up. Node manager is up. Good. Let's verify that again. So we have the name node, data node, resource manager node. Actually, everything needed is working fine. So now we need to put our listing type. I do pristine this. So I'll type in Hadoop pristine column 570. It brings this. It shows everything is working fine. Okay, good. It's active. We can see live node this one. This one. Keep memory use 64. DFS use 2 for configure capacity is almost 400 GB. DFS remaining is 365. Block pool 24. A lot dead node none. Commissioning nodes none. Total data node volume and fields none. So I think we are good to go. But before that, let's just play around with this. We have this, we have this, we have this, we have this. Everything is completed 100%. Saving checkpoint is okay, save mode is okay. And it's later you can browse file if you want to. Go back if you're not ready to do that now. You can as well check the logs, save the logs, file, click on one of them, see what's inside, play around with it. You can do more of anything. So let's go back and install our Hive. I would like to bring up another terminal here to install Hive. So let's go back to our directory. USR-local ls. We have our Hive installed there. So see compressed file. Let's target first target. Do this ZXF whichever way. Let me start with this. Oh, this way. Apache Hive. Yeah, we have problem because of privilege. No have permission to do that unless we get this. So now VXXV to put dash in front, then hash. Now this is okay. So ls, so you can see this, isn't it? Like this. Now we can see our bin file now, bin folder. So our Hive bin folder. So what do we need to do? Let's move it to a folder name. Move this to Hive. So ls again to see. To only see Hive. Let's move into Hive ls. see bin config and all that. So with this set, let's set our batch file. Very important we do that. Let's see. Export. Export Hive home equals one is here. Hive export path equals column Hive home there. So let's add one more thing. Export class path equals class path column USR, or we can actually let's just go direct. Group 5 asterisk pointing to all this inside the folder column full stop, then export class path to do for Hive also, column user local Hive y asterisk stop. So with this set and done, right, that we need to do is to source it. Source bash. Let's see. So that is set. So the next thing we'll do now is to go to our config file. We have this. Let's go to see config. Yes. No, we don't have a Hive site in this file. Instead, we have a Hive default.xml. So we are going to create some file that we don't have. But in that respect, let's check to see what we have there. What we have here is too much. Okay, I think it's not that much. So okay, let's set this. Okay, set on to point to specific case directory and all that. So let's do this. This is interesting. We have export Hadoop underscore home equals USR local Hadoop etc. Let's just leave it at this. Export Hive config Hive. Yeah, so we're talking about this should be here USR local Hive config. Okay, let's check what else we can have a log part. We can leave that aside. We can leave any other thing aside. Let's confirm we're on the right track. Some more thing we didn't have that is necessary. We had that too. Hive or so local Hive. Okay, good. Right, we get out. So we can let's add this file. Hive dot XML. We have the default one here. Source good. Site. Add this for safety reasons. Configuration. Configuration. Property. Property. This necessary. Yes, we have a name. Name. Over X 0 equal. It equals true. Okay. With another property here again. okay with the driver. Dot connection driver name driver name. Oops. Value log Apache .db .jdbc dot embedded. No, this can only give us one running instance of Hive server. Server. Okay, it's okay. Let's edit it a little bit. Okay, just to verify everything is correct. Database. Okay. Okay. Can exit out of here. Right. We'll leave that side. And another thing we need to do is to create. Let's add another one here. No, sorry. So I do on it. Let's do the same way here. I do flex. That should make if I have it. We have it already. Okay, good. That is created. We need to give it the right privilege. FS mode, mode G plus W G. Did you mean G mode? Yes, surely. Okay, good. That is done. Now we need to install our Debbie. Let's go back to our hardware. Ls. Dash P XZF T field Y. We have privilege or so. It's working fine. Okay, as we have it installed, you can see. Now move maybe into the. At the same time, we need to create. Okay, before then, let's check. Ls. And then everything is okay. Let's configure our bash file. Very important we do that. Export maybe store home equals no export path equals $sign path colon $sign derby score home. Yeah. Now let's export the class path also. Class path equals this class path colon derby underscore home Hive derby editor file colon derby underscore home Hive derby choose star. Yeah, I think this is all we need to do for now. Let's exit out right, get out the substance. Sorry. So, and this is source. We need to test file. Okay. Now, after carefully following our guidelines, let's check again. Configure Hadoop and test it. We've tested the Hadoop, install Hive, install Debbie, test if the Hive is running. So, all what we need to do. But before that, let's make this for Debbie. Let's go home. Okay, good. And that is set. So let's test our Hive now. Oh, our Hive seems not working yet. Although this is from, let's check. Let's where are we here? Okay, Hive. Okay. I have the same issue. Enter. Save. Version. As you can see from what we got here, we have a 6 exception. This file, line 3, column 41, instead of name, I wrote name. So we need to correct that. Yeah, sites. So on both theory, if you see, okay, skip out, cute. So this is our Hive again. Okay, I think we've done a great job here. Notice something. Initially we don't have meta store here, but because of what we've done, now we have it installed, have it created rather. So meaning everything is okay. Show tables, none. Show data bases. Okay, we have a default. Normally Hive does have a default database which is named default. Now look at this environment. This is duplicated way of accessing Hive by just typing Hive. Instead, we use another method called dline. Another way. Dline, to access our dline is jdbc colon Hive 2 because it's Hive server 2 as using, then colon / sorry. Oh, not allow here. What happened? We are not in. Okay. So let's try again. dline dash u jdbc colon Hive 2 colon / sorry. Connecting. Wow. Something is wrong somewhere. Let's confirm what might be the problem. Say we didn't access it the way we should. Okay, instead of looking at that, let's just bring up our command. Let's escape out of this command to okay pwd. Let's check where we have. Okay, let's get to home. Should I do pristine pwd? Okay, now anything we get here, oh, that one might be the problem. Okay, error applying authorization policy on Hive. Java need to initialize this section and beeline. Okay, I have already booted the database of this somewhere. Okay, this problem is being caused because we have it. Listen to this. Another instance of Debbie may have already booted the database. This. The reason being that we use embedded driver. If we hadn't used an embedded driver, we would have been able to have more than one instance on the database. So the best way to access this now is to log out of this place, exit, then let's try logging in again. Need to get out of here. Let's log in again. It should log in now. If it doesn't, then there's more problem to it then. Okay, good. Now we have it set. Show tables. Good. You can see it is quite different from the old one. Show database in the way it's being tabulated. Database. Sorry. Basis. So our Hive is good to go now. So with this, I would like to put end to this tutorial. With this, I will be ending this tutorial for now. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for taking your time to go through this installation. I really appreciate your patience. Thanks.